applause for Albert and Jennifer. So again, my name is Sean Tai. I'm the founder and executive director of Oakland Digital, and I'm extremely honored and excited about today, specifically for the students, because this is such a great opportunity, and secondarily, the great community of Oakland Chinatown, because I think that through these findings and data and metric collection, it's going to give us a better understanding of the needs here in Chinatown. So Oakland Digital Arts and Literacy Center, or Oakland Digital for short, is a not-for-profit organization, 501c3. We're located at 12th and Harrison and kind of the edge of Chinatown. We've been operating since 2009, and we've been operating on the generosity and kindness of all of our volunteers. So at this point, no one's getting paid. It's just a lot of passionate people. What do? Well, simply we help people learn how to use the internet and create digital media. But our mission is actually how do they use these tools to participate in the digital economy, both locally and eventually globally. Two of our programs, Inspire Oakland is one that we work with Laney College, Peralta Colleges, and it's how do you get designers that are beginners to have these amazing portfolio pieces that they can take into the work world and workforce. Digital equity is what we do for small businesses, 55 and above, and we've worked with great companies like Yahoo and Yelp, Constant Contact, and some really large and significant leaders of the tech industry. This is the winner of 2010's Inspire Oakland project. He's a community college student, and now he has a great job. So the thinking is, these are beginning designers, low income, that need just a push, and Inspire Oakland is that push. This is currently up in deep East Oakland, which, if you guys are obviously from out of town, East Oakland is an area that has a set of issues. Crime is one of those large ones. So as you can tell, hopefully Inspire Oakland is inspiring that part of Oakland. And that's actually a student named Nick Eagle who designed that. And this one is actually up at Telegraph and 25th as we speak. And again, the city of Oakland donated this, but the student is very excited about this piece. These are some photos from our Digital Equity for Small Businesses program that we just held at the Chamber last month. It was a set of 6 classes ranging from SEO to SEM to social media to QR codes and a lot of cool tech stuff that could help small business. I just wanted to start by thanking Anita Chu. Round of applause, guys. Present to you a certificate of excellence. So it says, for outstanding performance as a student volunteer of Oakland Digital Survey on technology usage and safety concerns in Oakland Chinatown. Congratulations. And then Annie Chen. Yay. Alphabetical order. Junhee Kim. Okay, here we go. Megan. Sylvia Chang. And Yvette Liu. Last but not least, Kazuharu. Please. Yes. And we changed your title from coordinator. Oh, so you're not the student. Thank you. So that was a modification. So last but not least, I also wanted to thank everyone attending, but also the wonderful staff at Oakland Digital, starting with Jennifer Wu, Albert Yam, Norman Weeks, who's a board member, Martin Koznak, and who's a board member, and James Fong, and last but not least, the most important person, Linda Pong here, who's taking the photos. So round of applause for the whole Oakland Digital team here. And I just wanted to say I've had an amazing time, and I want this relationship to continue to grow. And from all of us at Oakland Digital, I know I speak on everyone's behalf, we're just blown away by your excellence. So keep going, never stop, never give up. And Kazuharu is an amazing, amazing coordinator and friend who we've developed a great relationship over the past 4 or 5 days. And he also has a good heart. And just want to introduce Kazuharu, who's been with VIA since 2007. And I thank you for inspiring me and inspiring Oakland, and now Chinatown.
Good evening, everyone. My name is, thank you, Sean. My name is Kazuharu Omata, and I am the Asia coordinator for this program, Asia-US Service Learning Program. And right now, I'm doing master's degree in Japan, and I learn about sociology and the issues of poverty and homelessness in Japan. And as Sean said, I involved BIA since 2007 when I was freshman in university. And I have been involved in this kind of service learning program. And this is my third time to come back to US and do this coordinator work. So from now, before their presentation, I just want to give you the brief introduction about BIA and this Inspire Chinatown project. So BIA means Volunteers in Asia, started in 1963. And BIA provide the opportunity for both Asian students and also US citizens to have some volunteer works in Asia countries and also in United States. So BIA has two programs. One is Asia programs. So this programs provides a year-long programs in China, Indonesia, Vietnam, and Cambodia for US citizens. So right now, 30 volunteers in the field, and including 60 new volunteers just left for their assignments last month. And right now, BIA is considering a new program for Asia program in Bhutan. And the other program called Stanford program, which is includes this AUSL program. BIA ran two programs, like in spring program and summer program. And in spring, BIA has two programs. One is exploring healthcare program, focusing on healthcare issues for medical students from Japan. So students visit the Stanford and UCSF medical school and other medical facilities, and then see what's happening in US. And other one is exploring social innovation program. This is also for Japanese students who are really interested in social enterprise or social entrepreneurship. And then they have chance to visit US and examine their interest in United States. And here's the summer program. One is American Language Culture program, which is focusing on language and culture. And the students had chance to take the class of Stanford about English language. And finally, our program, Asia-US Service Learning Program, is, I will explain the next slide, but this program is our program, so. Oh yeah. So Asia-US Service Learning Program, this year 36 participants from Hong Kong, Japan, and Taiwan examining social issues such as education, environment, health, and poverty. So as for Oakland Digital team, they are interested in education and also poverty. And the program goals is 1, awareness raising about social issues, and also 2, leadership development. So that means students will work on their own project and take action after the program ends. So from this year, actually this is the first time for BIA to have this kind of opportunity to work with partner organizations. This year, BIA invite 12 partner organizations to impact the community and learn from that experience. So as for the project with Oakland Digital, we conducted a survey in Chinatown, which they will present the result from now. So the purpose was to identify the issues of local business owners in Chinatown about the technology usage, and also their feeling about the safety in Chinatown. And we started from 12 and to today, so they had chance to go to Chinatown for 3 days to conduct survey. And they, the survey they collected was 65, so they will present their own thoughts based on this survey. And here's the Chinatown area, and okay. So the yellows street means the area we covered in 3 days. So I think it's pretty very wide range. So I think they will show you kind of more concrete idea about what's happening in Chinatown related with technology usage and safety. So right now I wanna pass this mic to Annie, and I wanna ask them to start their presentation. So Annie.
Hello everyone, my name is Annie and I come from Taiwan studying chemical engineering. I'll be a sophomore this year and I'm really glad I can have this opportunity to participate in Oakland Digital. Also right now, we're just introducing what we are going to do today. This project has 4 parts. One is issue identification, idea generation, implementation, and conclusion. These are the general outlines. Please, yeah. And first of all, we are going to talk about issue identification. Throughout our data we gather from Chinatown, we get that there are more than 71% people in that Chinatown doesn't think that internet is important for their business. It's like they don't think it's even should be into their government, their business area. So it's quite interesting because like in the other countries, people tend to rely on internet a lot, but not in Chinatown. And like in this data, more than 77% have never tried any form of promotion. So we went to Chinatown and asked, do you guys really advertise your store? They say no. Well, they have a lot of reasons. We're going to talk about that later. And there are more than 84% who doesn't have their official website online, including for those who doesn't really matters what online stuff is online. So we're going to talk about that later. Yes. And issue identification is like up. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to pass this to Megan.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Megan. I'm from Hong Kong studying business. So in a couple of minutes, we are talking about the issue identification. Based on the figures that Annie presented, we found out that there is a problem. The problem is that the business owners and managers in Chinatown areas are lack of the awareness about technology usage for business. Here I want to talk about 2 things. The first one is why we want to emphasize for business. The second thing is why this particular issue. Let's start from the business. One of the most important findings we found out during the survey is that the majority say it's about 70% of business owners and managers do use computers, and they have basic skills how to use computers and how to get access to the internet. But however, they don't think it is necessary for them to use internet, social media, technologies as a tool to promote their business, to use it in business. Here's the figures. These are the percentage of people who are comfortable with using computers. 72.31% of them are comfortable with using the internet. However, let's compare. Only 12.9% of people are actually have ever tried to promote their business online. That's a huge gap between them. One thing I want to mention that you may feel curious about why the percentage of people who are comfortable using internet is a little bit higher than the computer one. Actually, we found out an interesting things. When we are talking some of business owners and managers, we ask them, hey, are you comfortable with using computers? They say, oh, no, I'm not so into computer things. However, at the same time, they are using an iPhone. So they can access to the internet. However, they don't think smartphones are computers. So here it is. Why for business? Because to conclude, because they do use computers and they know some basic skills, but they don't think it is necessary for them to use these tools for business. The second one is click. Why this issue? Actually, there are two reasons. The first one is, the first reason is that we really want to focus on the long term. Because in the short term, their business can run well and they can make a living based on the money they earn from their business. The only problem is that they may lose some potential customers due to not enough promotion. Then, what about the long term? 10 years? 20 years? The trend is here. More and more people start to rely on the internet. So in the future, their business may shut down due to their not enough exposure to internet. The second reason is that we are very happy to find out that there is a need for them. During the surveys, we actually found out several examples. When we asked them, do you use online promotion and use technologies? They say, oh, no, we are old and we are not so into technologies. But they also say, oh, my son and my daughter are really into it, and we are starting to thinking about that. So we can see that there's a need. Next page. So after we identify this issue, the lack of awareness of technology usage, we want to consider several reasons behind why there lack of the awareness of using technology online. There are 4 reasons. There are language barrier, lack of knowledge, closed community, assumption about customers. So Annie will talk about the first 2, and I will keep on with the last 2.
Okay, let's talk about first one, language barrier. This is you can see that it's BMA Cafe, but it's actually a restaurant, and it's down in Chinatown. What is interesting that we found in that store is that the owner can speak really well English. It's okay for us to communicate, but the owner doesn't know how to read or write English online, not on papers, anything. They just don't know how to read them. So there is a problem. You see, they can understand what we say, or whatever they want to share, but they cannot share online because they don't know how to use English as a tool for them to search information online or just share their ideas. So this is one of the language barrier, we think, that they cannot gather those stuff. Okay. And the second thing is a lack of knowledge. There's 2 kinds of lack of knowledge. One is that, okay, I understand how computer works. I know how to turn it on, I know how to use Word, Excel, or PowerPoint. I know everything, but I'm not using it for my business. So I may not know how to set up a website. I may not know how to use bloggers. I don't know much about that, but I know how to use computers. This is one kind. The other kind is like, oh, I don't even know this kind of basic skills. Like, I don't know how to use this kind of Word, Excel, these kind of stuff. But yeah, of course, they don't have the ability to set up a website online. But in our survey, actually, we had encountered people that doesn't actually know how to turn on the computer. They don't even know the button, where that button is. So it's quite interesting. There's a huge gap between the other countries. Like the other countries, there may be 90% people understand or use internet often. But in here, it's quite a lot of people that doesn't know. But this project right now, we're doing right now, is focusing on those people who understand the basic skills of computers. So we can offer them some help afterwards, some lessons for Oakland Digital for them to help them out on their business online. And this is a store that I just went like yesterday. And this is, it happened like we went inside and we asked, oh, do you have 5 minutes? They say, okay, I'll only give you 5 minutes. I'm busy right now. I say, all right, okay, we're going to talk about the computer stuff. And while we were chatting, we found that this shop just opened like 3 days ago. Yeah, and the owner was just setting up stuff on the shelves. And then we're asking, do you actually use computers and these stuff? They say, yes. She's actually a very young owner. And she's trying to actually set up a website online. But in this kind of way, she wants to, but she doesn't have this kind of skill. She really wants to. And this is the people that we really want to help. Because like Oakland Digital, they know that how to teach and offer them some help online. So this is the kind of owner, and they are really excited. They're really, they said they're going to come to Oakland Digital like in a week or something, and it's really exciting. Okay, and now it's passed to Megan.
Megan again. So the third reason I want to talk about is closed community. When talking about Chinatown, what image is in your mind? Chinese people, Chinese souvenirs, Chinese, they provide services related to China and Chinese products. So it's a kind of closed community, and it's a little bit exclusive to local Americans and people from other countries. Yes. By its name, we can see that it's Chinatown. So the majority of people there are Chinese. Actually, we want to find out the percentage of people in this area that are Chinese, but we couldn't find it online. Then we can tell this from our survey. Up to 84% of the interviews during our service were carried out in Chinese. That's a huge number. So actually, people in these areas are the most comfortable language they are willing to use is Chinese. So from this close community, we can see that this community is not so open to the technology and the information outside. This may block them from the outside world, and they will fall back and more seriously in the years to go. So that's why we think close community is a reason for them to lack of awareness of using technologies for business. The last one is assumption about customers. Let's start with an example. This is the market. Actually, it's a supermarket. We conducted a survey. We talked to the manager there. We asked them, hey, have you ever tried any form of promotion? She said, oh, yes, we tried a lot. We tried the newspaper, radio, and even TV. And we asked, have you ever tried using internet to help you to promote for your business? She said, no. Our customers are Chinese people, and they assume that Chinese people will only use those traditional media to get information. They think Chinese people won't go to the internet and search for their business. So why bother? This is their assumption. However, I think maybe in the recent stage, maybe it's true. Because we also asked the customers in the restaurants and in the shops in Chinatown. They say, how did they get to know these restaurants and shops? They said, oh, my friends recommend me, and I just live nearby. But interestingly, we asked 2 local Americans in a restaurant, and we asked them, how did you get the information about this restaurant? She said, oh, I Googled online. I say, is that Yelp? Exactly. She said, it's Yelp. So there's the difference between the way people get to know about the shops. But I think in the years to go, more and more people will rely on the internet, and their assumption may not be right in the future. So this is one of the reasons why they think people in Chinatown area are lack of awareness of using technologies for business. So to conclude, the 4 reasons are language barrier, no knowledge, close community, and the last one, assumption about the customers. Now, Silva is gonna to present you about our ideas for this project.
Hello everyone, I'm Sylvia and I come from Taiwan and I major in journalism. And before I share about our idea, I want to clarify our target customer. And you can see through this chart, there has 47 owners say they feel comfortable to use internet. But it's still 20 owners say even they use computer very comfortable, but they don't use this skill to their business. And we wonder why you have this skill, why you don't use this skill to expand your business. We found it's because they don't believe internet can make more profit to their business, and even they don't think internet is a tool. So I think the most important thing Oakland Digital has to do is to raise their awareness of the technology usage for business. And how to persuade them? Because last week we visited Chinatown and we tried to communicate with them, but sometimes we was reject from them. So I think we have to prove, because I think seeing is the belief, right? You have to give them some real example so they will believe, oh, internet can really give them more profit or give them more chance to promote themselves. So here is our ideas. First one is exploring Chinatown. We want to hold an activity and we want to use the power of the blogger, and we think this can attract more people, attract more attention, so we can make more profit. And we think if this activity will succeed, and we will be more persuasive and more people will be willing to cooperate with Oakland Digital, or they will believe our internet is useful. So they will follow us. So the next step is education service. We use education service is we want to increase their knowledge of the technology, and we want to sustain the awareness of the technology usage. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jun-hee Kim, and I'm from Korea but studying abroad in Japan. I'm a freshman majoring in commerce. So from now, I'm gonna talk about the implementation of the first idea we've come up with. So yeah, our first idea our group has come up with is inviting power bloggers to Chinatown. And our group named it as Exploring Chinatown. And before moving on to the detailed explanation about this project, I'd like to first define what is power bloggers. Power bloggers is the term used to refer the bloggers who have many viewers or clicking numbers on their blogs. So every day, like thousands or millions of people visit their blogs and see what they post today. And so now, what is Exploring Chinatown, or Power Exploring Chinatown? So it is a short-run project which aims to raise awareness of the importance of technology for their businesses. And since it's a short-run program, it will be carried out for a limited period, maybe for 1 or 2 months. And as Annie mentioned, as Sylvia mentioned, the target customer is, since it's expected to require some knowledge about the concept of social media, we will focus on the people who know how to use internet, comfortably, but not use it for their business usage. So here is the basic concept of the idea. First, we need to select 20 stores based on their types of stores, scale, and age of honors. And for the fairness of the competition, we decided to select, divided the types of stores, which are restaurants, retail stores, and services stores. And for age group, we divided into 3 sections, which are 20 to 40 years old owners, and 40 to 50 years old, and over 50-year-old. And for scale, since one of the purposes of doing this project is to prove them the effectiveness of using internet as for their business usage, we decided to be the size of the companies no bigger than like 15 employees to show the clear results. The next step is after we're selecting 20 stores, we invite bloggers and give them like 1 day or more than 1 day tour to Chinatown. And then they can select one of the stores from the list. And after the tour, and after touring the stores they have chosen, the bloggers will post about each shops they have chosen. And then here comes evaluations. And these evaluation will be conducted as voting. And and we are thinking of using the link system to gather the voters from the websites, as many people as possible. So it's like setting a link to Oakland Digital website on participating bloggers' sites or the larger websites that Oakland Digital have a partner relationship with. So the last step is choosing a winner blogger, and the winner will have the opportunity to post their blogs on the large websites. Because since the numbers of viewers is the main concern and one of the main objectives for their blogging, so we thought it would be attractive offer for them to give them the honor of posting their blogs on the main webpage of large companies. So these websites can be like blog lobbying, for example, and they have a kind of section for popular bloggers. And if they have the opportunity to post their blogs on that portion of section, it'll be a lot of help for them to increase their number of viewers and the clicking numbers. And we also find some benefits and also the difficulties while we are trying to implement this project. And there are 4 benefits in this project. And to mention briefly, first is its effectiveness in raising honors interests of technology use. And the second is giving opportunity to increase new types of customers. And third is its effectiveness, and the last one is benefits on both sides. So to begin with the first benefit, it can effectively raise honors interest of technology use with the kind of traditional way but effective way of using a competition as the method. And the second one is giving them the opportunity to increase new types of customers. As Megan mentioned already, many of stores in Chinatown are based on regular customers, which are Chinese people who are not capable of speaking English very fluently. So, however, these power bloggers have the very various kinds of people, and it'll give the store owner of stores to give them opportunity to expand and to be exposed to various kinds of people, like Asian, other types of kinds of Asian or Caucasian people. The third one is its effectiveness. Since Oakland Digital doesn't have much resources to provide all of help to people in need, we try to focus on how most effectively we can provide help to the people in Chinatown with the lowest cost as possible. So, the Exploring Chinatown project, as you can see, the cost it will have is very low. We don't need advertising fee for give them chance to expose to another customers. And although the concept itself is promoting their business to others, we can, concepts to other, what bloggers do is just posting their pictures and opinions in nice way. So viewers actually don't think it as a promotion, but what it plays a role is very effective advertising for their stores. And the last one is benefits to both sides, which means it can benefit both owners of stores and the bloggers, because bloggers will have a chance to post their blogs on the main web page. And however, we've also had a chance to find some difficulties before implementing this project and after implementing this project. And the first one is difficulty of finding shops who are willing to participate. As you can see from the results of the survey, many people don't think or don't have any interest in using their internet as their tool for business use. So we expected that we have some kind of difficulty of finding shops who are interested of this project. And the second one is difficulty of finding attractive incentives for the bloggers. Although the incentives I just mentioned can be very attractive and can be reasonable, I thought it'll cost some time and money to find that kind of websites and to let us use their link or portion of section on their web page. However, despite of the difficulties we expected to face after implement this project, we still think that considering the benefits it has, it'll be worth idea to consider. Thank you. Now, Yvette will talk about the other project, which is Yale project.
Thank you. My name is Yvette. I come from Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. Just now, Junhee has mentioned about our first project of exploring Chinatown, which is kind of in short-term goal. And now I'm gonna talk about the second project, Yelp project, which is more focused on the long-term goal of our project. So as we all know that Yelp is a website that collects a lot of information of different stores in America, and they were based on the comments of the customers to give out some rankings of these stores. So actually during our survey, we found that a lot of customers, especially some American local customers, they before come to the shop, actually they search on the internet about the different information about stores, and then they may choose from all the information that their favorite one and then come. So actually this one is a very good starting point for us because it has a basic foundation of customers. So if we from the start point, we just let the business owners to set up some official web page, they will feel it's kind of quite complicated and also not that easy to go on. But the Yelp website is more easier to control, and it's more on the customer base, so they don't need to do that much work. I mean, to learn some skills to deal with that. So so our purpose is that to encourage business owners to view the comments on the internet and get involved in it. So there's two parts of our project. First, we hope that Yelp website can develop Chinese version. Because as we mentioned earlier, language barrier has become a very important problem for the business owners of Chinese to get access to English local website. So some business owners also heard about that their customers come here by the information provided by Yelp. And they also, their friends also told them that actually their business are ranked highly in the Yelp. But actually they are curious about that. They want to know. But actually because of the language barriers, they can't actually understand what Yelp websites contents. So they can't get access to that. So so we think that if there's a Chinese version for the Chinatown community, they may they can understand what the websites are talking about, and they are more willing to go to it and see the comments of the customers and use more technology here. And also for the other aspect we wanna develop is some new functions. Our target is still the business owners we choose in the first Power of Bloggers project, that based on some criteria. So we want those maybe 20 business owners to maybe the Yelp website can give them some account, and they can use this kind of account to log in their own business page and to have some control of the page. They can add something to it. So the first one is the description. When we go to the Yelp page, we can find that actually there's very little information provided. They are quite basic, just as address of the stores, phone call, running hours, such kind of things, but there's no detailed information. But actually customers, when they go to this kind of website, they want to know more about the stores, not just address. They may choose based on this kind of information. So, and since the business owners are the best one who knows well about their own business, the future and projects. So why not let them to log in their account to their own business page and to provide some information about their stores. Maybe there's some, it can be words to describe their products, features, and some unique points about their stores, and also some pictures that they took of their business to present their unique points more visually. And this kind of description may help like customers more get interested in the business, and also like may bring new customers to them. And they can also actually update their latest news and information for their customers. And on the other hand, another one is the feedback. We hope that the business owners can give some feedback to the comments of the customers, which they provided on the Yelp page. Actually, the comments of the customers are like they have suggestions or some maybe negative or positive ones. If they see some suggestions, they can do some change to their business and make some change. They may like improve their business and make it better. And also this kind of conversation between the business owners and the customers may like connect them more closely, and also like set up a good relationship between them. So like people will kind of see kind of friendly atmosphere here. So they will like, it will maintain the regular customer at the same time attract new customers. So we like this project is kind of in a long-term goal, because as Megan mentioned that now the business owners only like rely on the regular customer. Maybe they are old generation. They only use traditional media and may not that into the internet. So they can just like promote by word of mouth. But nowadays, young people actually use computer more. So in like their point of view, they have to think about their future business, how to run well in their future. So they have to think about that. So this kind of, it can keep go on and to like make this kind of advertisement on the internet more sustainable. Yeah. So here is also some benefits and difficulties in this project. First, the benefit is that actually it can be like conducted in the application in smartphone, because actually Yelp themselves has an application on smartphone, and here's the statistics that Megan just mentioned, that the gap 3% of the gap here actually is the user of smartphone. They like more comfortably using smartphone to like survey on the internet. So actually this project is very like convenient for those smartphone users. Actually they don't need much skills about internet or computers. They can just use their small phones to like give some feedback and add some information about their stores. And also this can like make business owners know about their customers' voice. It's very important that for the business owners to know what their customers need, and maybe the customers may not say something face-to-face, word by word, but they may want to put it online. So it will be more neutral and objective. So the business owners can receive these kind of comments and do some improvement to their business. Actually, it will make their business better. And also, actually, after the conductive of this project, we can compare the like income or like business before they use Yelp web page and after they use, as well as the stores they use the Yelp page, and those kind of business owners didn't use that, to compare some data. And I think there should be a quite large gap between that. So this kind of things can make like more tangibly let business owners know that the importance of technology used for their business. But we still have some difficulties. So the first one is that although comments in Chinese version. Although we can do the big web page in Chinese version, but it's hard to keep update the Chinese version of the comments from the customers because they are keep updating and from time to time. But we think that actually the Chinese version at least provide the opportunity for them to get into the web page. If the web page is all in English, they won't want to visit. But at least the big picture of that is in Chinese. They want to visit, and maybe when they're visiting, they saw some English comments. They will feel curious about it. And I think that their younger generation and also some young workers in their shop must to some extent know some English. So maybe they will ask them for translate the comments into Chinese. So and they can know the customer's voice. So I think that kind of method may be one of the solution to that problem. And also the biggest difficulties we met is we need Yelp's support, because Yelp, this kind of stuff is all controlled by Yelp. They have to give the account to the business owner, and they have to give the right for the business owner to add it on their web page. So it's very important to get their support. And actually, we heard that Oakland Digital has operation with Yelp before, and I think this kind of relationship will make it more easier to get their support. And also, I think that we have to state our strong reasons for this project. First of all, is that we are serving the community. That's our purpose. So we want to. We are not to make profit. We just want to make the Chinatown's business owners to be aware of the technology used for business. So this kind of statement is most important to them. So we want to let them know that we want to help them. So I think this, based on that, they will also share the same mission with us. And also, actually, this kind of project can also make them engage more people, customers, to come to their website. Because in Chinese version, not only the Chinese people in Chinatown, other Chinese in America can also use the web page. Because actually, we also used to get used to use Chinese websites than English one. So it can make the Yelp more kind of international. They can scale their business, and also more people coming will absolutely bring new customers and bring some benefit to them. Yeah, so that's our second project. And in the following, Annie will talk about the regular service, about educational service project.
Hello everyone, I'm Anita, come from Taiwan and major in business. So the following part I will talk about our implementation of the educational service. After the first step, we are exploring the Chinatown, so we can expect that a lot of more and more the business owners that will realize the importance to the internet. And also from our findings, we can know that some business owners, they know how to use the computer or internet for their personal use, but they don't know how to use for the business. So in this stage, our target customer will be the business owners that who realize the importance to the internet, but they don't know how to use it for business. That means the lack of the knowledge or the ability to know how to use this can help for their business. So, and also from our findings that this kind of target market customer not only limited by the business owners, although also maybe will be their families. Because from our survey, we find that just previous members say that some business owners, they are older and they don't know how to use the computer, but their son or their daughter will do. So I think that is our potential customer, we can provide this kind of the help for them. So the next step that Oakland Digital need to think is what kind of service that we can provide for them. So we think our idea is we can provide 4 kind of service for them. The first is the lessons or lectures. That is just maybe twice a week we just have some lessons. And if the business owners, they have the free time, they can come here to have some lessons to know how to use the internet to help for their business advertising. And also second is a guidebook or a DVD. Because some business owners from our survey, they are very busy. They maybe don't have time to come to the office to learn some lessons. So we can give them a guidebook or DVD. When they after work, they come back, they can just use their free time to learn this kind of how to use the technology. So, and the content in this guidebook or the DVD is very simple, just and easy to understand, or just on the process, teaching them how to use. Yeah, this is the very most point. And the third one is frontier comes on the, maybe we can ask some students or professors from the school that maybe they know more about how to use the technology. So they can be the frontier and they stay in the office. So it can be the business owners, when they choose them, when they have the free time, they can come here to ask them the questions to solve their problems. And also finally is the application of the smartphone. This is we also mentioned that some of we found actually it's a lot of the business owners, they don't know how to use a computer, but they know how to use a smartphone but they just very simple ways they use it, just maybe listen to music or play the games. So I think this is also the educational service we can provide. Just we can teach them how to use some applications in smartphone and teach them how to visit the website and to every day to check what the customers talk about them in the website. Yeah, I think this is a very good point that we can talk more. And the next thing is also we provide these 4 kinds of service. We also talk about some benefits. This is kind of 4 kinds of service that is that can be happen at the same time, and is kind of is complemented. So that is to say that the time is very elastic. The business owners can choose whatever when they have free time, just to come to the office or to have to use their guidebook. So that it will satisfy the different kinds of the demand. That is, I think, if we can provide these 4 kinds of the service, that is our benefit. But when we want to provide this service, we also have some difficulty. The first is the cost for teaching materials. Because we have the guidebook or the DVD, but this is have a amount of the money to provide this material. So this we need to think some donations to help this. And also the second is hard to find a frontier for teaching. This is talk about human resource. If we want to help a lot of the small business, that means we need a lot of the volunteers to do that. But in this situation, we need to think how we provide some motivation or how to encourage them to be the volunteer. And thirdly, the language barrier for volunteer and the business owner. Because this is some kind of a volunteer, maybe they are students or the professor, but they only know the English. But these business owners, they are the local business, they only maybe can know the Cantonese or the Mandarin. So it's hard for them to communicate with each other. So even no talk about how teaching them to use. So this is also the difficulty we need to think about. So in the conclusion, from our survey, we spent totally 5 days to do our survey. And from every day, we have a lot of the new findings. And every day, we will do the reflection and the discussion. So finally, we have the issues that we found the most important issue is lack of awareness about technology usage for the business. So after that, how do we improve this issue, social issue? We just have ideas generation. Like we already talked about exploring the Chinatown and educational service. And then we also just we talk about the about some methods to how to we realize our ideas and some methods to use. So before, maybe this take a period of time, but we believe that after this, that more and more business owners, they will know the importance of the internet that can help their company to do a lot of the advertisement or something like that. Maybe in the short term, the business owners, they will not feel the very huge change that by the internet. But in the long term, this is a trend that business owners need to think that we need to teach them that the internet will help them a lot. So this is provide a very good opportunity for Oakland Digital to think about how we can help them to do something for them, and also to help this community to become better and better. Yeah, this is all of us we really want to do, and we love to do and enjoy it. Yeah. So the next part that we also in our survey we also concerned about the community safety. So.
Okay, guys, I'm back again. Annie, hi. Okay, I'm going to talk about a really serious issue, but before that, I want everybody to like getting a high heat right now. It's like I heard from Sean. He said that people usually have lives like starts at very high points and then get it down a little bit, but later they get up again. But people, you know, I am standing there watching you guys. You guys are really good listeners. You're always at the highest points. I'm so glad that we can have you guys. Okay, back to the serious stuff. About safety in Chinatown. We walk around Chinatown and asking, do you think it's safe living here or working here? And most of them tell me, okay, or no, it's not. And the reasons behind, after we talk more about that, they said the economy is going down here in Chinatown, and less visitors, less customer, and more crime is going on in this society. So they don't feel this kind of comfortable living here anymore, especially when it's at nighttime. People, like owners, the salesmen, like, they were like afraid of going out at 5 p.m. afterwards. They would just say, I'm not even step out of my house afterwards. So it's like, it's not really safe. But you see, we asked them, okay, do you guys have cameras around your shops? And most of them say yes. Like 45 out of 65, they say, yes, we do have a camera. And it's interesting that they don't feel the safety. And I think the reason is like a lot of cameras are all built inside the shops, but not outside, like on the streets, on the roads. They're not outside. So if crime happens like outside of the roads, it affects the shops immediately, but it doesn't help the police to catch the thieves or robbers. So this is kind of like a problem here. And I met an owner who's Taiwanese, really happy to see them because we're from the same place. And we had a long chat, and she said she's just setting up a new business. And she said, well, it's not really safe here, but what I'm going to do is to set up a lot of cameras around my shops. And also, the road that she is on, the shop she is on, and the other side of the road. So two sides of the road have a lot of cameras to setting up, just like Taiwan. Like if you live in Taiwan, you will know that while you walk on the street, you will encounter like hundreds of cameras walking down, like maybe lots of them. You will just see them everywhere. Though some of them don't work, but that's okay. Yes, but I know that the cameras here do work, and I think safety is really an issue. And hopefully we can have this kind of opportunity to get these cameras like a low price for these safety issues. Like those owners will feel safe while they're working, and then if they feel safe, then the visitor feels safe. Then we can all get a better economy, and we'll sooner or later we're just getting better. Yeah. And thank you for listening. So glad that you guys are really patient and love to have you guys here. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. You got 65 responses, right?
Yes.
I would be curious, how many do you think refused or didn't want to talk to you? Were too busy or wanted to, do something else?
Almost equal to 65.
Really? So it's
Yeah.
about 50-50?
Almost, because actually we conducted about 60, we collected questionnaire about 67 or something, but there are some questionnaires we think is invalid because of incomplete information, so we didn't count those questionnaires.
Do you think the sample size is a potentially an adequate representation of the Chinatown population, or would you recommend surveying more?
If we have time, we really want to work more because it's a very good experience, and also I think the more questionnaires we collect, we will have a better view of the situation of Chinatown area. But due to the limited time, we conducted 3. But according to the map showed at the very beginning, we have covered a lot of area. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm just saying that we had really covered a lot of roads. So yeah, we can actually we cannot find every shops, but we try in the center and then get outskirts stuff. Yeah.
So the first part we will do just our idea is exploring the Chinatown. We will show some data to let know how their stores will have a huge influence by the internet. So I think they will more believe what we're saying, and maybe we can show some successful data example for them, like the Shandong restaurant. They are very they are a lot of the new customers because they. The new customer is because they say what Yap is saying and they come to there. When they want to go to the Chinatown to find some restaurant, they were forced to choose the Shandong restaurant. So maybe we can show some successful data for example for them, and to talk about that.
I also want to mention the Yale project, the bloggers one, and also the long-term education. These are all our ideas that something that we can do, but for each individual, it can be a brand new project. So for this project, if we are doing this project, we want to first have also a survey, baseline survey, and some more detailed information, get the convincing statistics to identify the needs and present to the new business who want to help us. So yeah, I think American is a place there are diverse people from different countries gather here. So I suggest maybe you can go to some universities and also some places. I don't know. You can find some Asian people who are passionate about this project, and I don't know whether it is possible, because you can look for the inns and hotels around universities, because we live in a hostel or hotels beside universities, and we can find a lot of people from Asia and also from other places. Like yesterday, we and Yvette found a student from Hong Kong who will come to UC Berkeley to study. So maybe we can to find out these Asian students or Chinese students who come to US to further their study. I think they can help.
I have 2 questions. Thank you. I'm curious. I know the presentation mentioned, Chinese language, and we know that Cantonese and Mandarin speaking, you're talking different languages. So, with knowledge that those strongly conversant in Chinese, that's Mandarin, and then less proficient in Cantonese, were you speaking to the merchants in Mandarin or Cantonese?
Because when we survey, we do the visit stores, we separate to 3 small groups. So this is we are group 1, and we only can speak Mandarin. And this is a group 2, and Megan, she can say a little Cantonese, and most of them the Mandarin, and Jong-hee, because she is a Korean, so they only can speak English to them. But the third, the team, event, she can speak the very good Cantonese, and I think it's very good. And Sylvia can speak the English and the Mandarin. All of us all can say the English, speak the English. But when we communicate with them, we visit the stores. We seldom to use the English to talk with them. Yeah, only the Mandarin. Yeah.
But for some business, they are from Hong Kong and they are more comfortable to speak Cantonese. But actually, we are not so able to speak Cantonese. But one skill we use is that we start with Cantonese. We know a little bit sentence like 你好，我係大學生, something like that to introduce those sentences to introduce who we are and what the purpose of meeting them, like we are conducting a survey, to let them know what our purpose and they feel more comfortable. Then we can start with Mandarin, because for those Cantonese speakers, they can understand Mandarin but cannot speak so well Mandarin. But yeah, we can communicate it. And we also provide a Chinese version of the questionnaire. If there is really a problem with communication, they understand Chinese characters and they can take yes or no and write something on that. Yeah.
And so the merchants that had trouble speaking, they would take the time to read and then respond?
Almost this situation seldom happen because, yeah,
okay.
one.
Seldom,
yeah.
So then Mandarin seemed to be used more often.
Because of us.
But with the introduction sometimes of Cantonese.
Yes.
To just get them engaged.
Yes.
Okay, I was trying to think about the needed language skills of future help that maybe Mandarin might be sufficient. Okay, thank you. And my second question is, I believe a lot of merchants in Chinatown are very active in we love to eat. So food markets, restaurants, okay. Then you have the other service like nail salon, hair, like that. These service businesses are different than those businesses that have commodities or apparel, etc., products to sell. And knowing that now, you may have contacted more than twice the 65 surveys that you collected back. I'm curious as to the 130 or so merchants. I would imagine most of them are service-oriented rather than product-oriented, or do you understand my question? I'm just curious as to the breakdown.
There's more products, more than service. More. Yes. And yeah.
Why don't we give her the mic? Give her the mic.
So when you start with Cantonese or Mandarin, do you feel like there's some more responses? People more like say yes to you?
Yes. I can tell a story.
There's one very typical example. When we went to the hair salon on the first day, and we started the organization of conversation with Mandarin, and no one responded to us, and I feel really upset. But I think, what about Cantonese? Because I heard their dialogue was in Cantonese, and I said, 你好。我係大學生，我而家為非盈利公司作調查, something like that. And they tried to respond us, and we conducted this survey successfully.
If we speak in Cantonese first, it may like attract their interest, because our Cantonese is not that good. So when we like finish our first few sentences of our project, like objective, and then just say, are you really from Hong Kong? And so and then we just like told them in Mandarin that about something, and they said, oh, I saw that you like the Hong Kongese can't have such kind of Cantonese. It's kind of interesting. Yeah.
I also want to add, sometimes you can say, because we too are from Hong Kong to study, and when I will ask, are you from Hong Kong? They say yes. Oh, I study in Hong Kong, so that they feel more comfortable and they are willing to talk to you. Yeah.
They're usually busy or just don't understand or just don't want to respond to us.
So the people on the outskirts don't have the foot traffic. They don't have, if I'm going to go to a restaurant, I pass by their store anyways. You know, a lot of people. Outskirts, we saw, I think when we went to the wedding place, there was like 3 or 4 people on the street total. So I think that my observation from walking around with you guys was that the further from the center it became, the more willing they were at least to just speak.
To mention that actually I think that in the following years, if you also have such kind of like cooperation, I think like the really local Hong Kong students are better to conduct such kind of survey because of the same language can naturally like increase some connection with each other. Actually, though they can speak Mandarin a little, but for Hong Kong people as well as some people from Guangdong province in China, actually they more comfortable to use Cantonese, and their Mandarin is not that good. So although we are using Mandarin, they feel like they can understand. But if we use Cantonese, they will feel like we are from the same city, we have some same background, they will have more in common, and it's better to know about their story of information. Yeah.
So the power of blogger was actually, I come up with the idea because it's the very common business method used in Korea now. Because many Korean shops actually invite bloggers, like I said, power bloggers, to their shop to promote their shop to other customers, like hair salon or like fashion or restaurants. And the reason they do is because in like Korean websites there is a special web page only for like bloggers. So they put for section of their websites only for bloggers, and most of the case it's like power bloggers website. So yeah, that's why I come up with this kind of idea. So because it will save a lot of money promoting their business. And yes.
Actually, blogger is very famous in Taiwan too, because almost all of bloggers in Taiwan are celebrity or not very famous. So people very believe their taste. So if a blogger posts something and people will just do it, and the next day the shop will be very popular, and the blogger in Taiwan becoming a job. They will just pay them money and just post the article in their blogger. So it's very common in Taiwan.
You also asked other ideas about this project. Actually, there is one idea when we mentioned it during the morning discussion, but we didn't put it in today's presentation. That is, actually, before we came to this place, we had a lot of talks. One of the talk is given by a professor. He has a project called REAP, R-E-A-P, and he is working in Beijing, China. And his project is to empower local Beijing migrant school students who are from other provinces to use technology and use computers to empower them. I think these two projects share some similar characters. Maybe I think, I'm so sorry I forgot the professor's name. I think one idea we had is that maybe we can cooperate and have some cooperation. Yeah.
For me, the bottom line is being a board member on Oakland Digital, is it going to be worth time and money to connect with the Chinatown community and reach out and help them? I personally feel in English, I think that would be a fruitless endeavor, okay? But I'm perhaps getting the sense that if we had people trying to reach out to Chinatown, speaking their language, and not and maybe focus the internet and social media using smartphones rather than the internet, maybe it might make sense. Is that maybe how I can summarize your efforts today? Anyone?
I think iPhone is a good idea because during the survey we asked them, how do you connect with your relatives, your friends, and they say, oh, if they say we're not going to use, and they don't use internet, they say we use phone. So it's a good idea if they have iPhone, so they can use it at the same time. And a lot of them use iPhone for internet instead of computers.
I should say it's a great idea, but we are not 100% sure that it is feasible or practicable because we doesn't have exact number and data because those smartphones are based on our experience. When we are conducting survey, we got some information from this kind of using smartphone but not using computer from some of the business owners. That is based on our experience. And I think if you want to invest on a smartphone, it would be better if we get more information. It's a little bit risk if we just start smartphone.
It's much more expensive as opposed to just using internet.
Yeah.
So I think it can be a good starting point because actually, like everyone has phone, and more people like love the smartphone because they are smart and also have lots of functions. So maybe we can first to deal with smartphone things, maybe to develop some applications. And actually, it's it's an easy way of internet kind of. They are also connected with internet, and also some stuffs are also like similar to computer. So maybe in the following step we can do more about the internet and the computer stuff.
Well, first of all, I really wanted to thank Sean and the staff members, board members of Oakland Digital. I think it's such a great opportunity for our students. A lot of the times on the PERN, this is the 7th year we've been running this program, we have more like direct service opportunities, serving like directly like the people, like homeless people, people with handicap. But one of the things that we do want to show the students is the kind of the breadth of service, what the different types of service. And I think the opportunities given to this group, I think was a great one with kind of doing the needs analysis, going into a community, really learning what is going on. That's kind of how you start something new. It's very easy to go into a community or anywhere with assumptions and just start something. You think, oh, these people need to use the internet and grow their business, but that's not necessarily the case, and I think you learn a lot through this process. It's interesting when Ben, myself, and one more coordinator, Andrew, after we met with you the other day, we went to a Chinese restaurant in Chinatown, and Ben asked this question to the person who was serving us, saying, do you have a website? And then we kind of started a little bit of a conversation. They said they closed their website. I think that's what he said. And he said when they put it up online, they said he got too many orders, like online orders, and he couldn't handle it. Yeah, like takeout orders, and they don't have the staff members, I guess, to kind of deliver and all that. So he said, oh, too much, so we closed. And that was a very unexpected answer, and I thought that was interesting. Like, you can't just assume that they should go on Yelp and get a lot of ratings and have a lot of people that may overwhelm them. So it's really good to kind of go into a community and learn what they need and then going on to the next step. So I think that I really appreciate the unique opportunity that was given. So I would thank you again. And I was just coming from Stanford, and when I was leaving, I saw Kazuharu's tweet saying, students preparing, and he shot a photo of you like on the street, kind of like seriously looking. You saw. So but I was very interested in what you had learned, and I was kind of very excited driving down here and really impressed. I think another gentleman was saying, like, really impressed with the quality of the content as well as how you deliver today. And in just 5 days you kind of came together, met with this organization, and now you're like pros, knowing a lot about this community. And the way you were talking, you were saying we as like representing Oakland Digital. Now you've become kind of a member of the organization. So it's just kind of amazing to see what you've kind of accomplished in these 5 days. I want to just congratulate you, and I have some questions, but I'll ask later. Yeah.